Or it's just his time. He's 50-something years old. It's his moment. This thing people have with Pedro Pascal, it's crazy to see people mad at somebody having work. I've been the biggest defender of Pedro Pascal. I don't know his personal life. I know people go at him personally. As long as he ain't doing any crimes, I don't really care. And even if he does do crimes, I don't invest to find out what that is. That's for the law to take care of that. I'm here for film. It's like, he's an actor. I just want to see his movies. I don't really go to the movies for him specifically, but I go to the movies just to be entertained and to see good performances. And let me be real with y'all. Regardless of what y'all say about he's in a lot of films, which is true, he's in a lot of projects. A lot of them. Heck, I just watched Equalizer 2 recently, and I totally forgot Pedro Pascal was in there in a big role. I don't want to spoil what he does, but I forgot that he was. I was like, oh wait, that's Pedro Pascal there. So he's been in the scene for a while. He's been acting since the 90s, if I remember correctly, but he's been in a lot of stuff in the front lines in Hollywood for the last, 5 or 10 years. And what's the problem? As long as he delivers, and let me be real with y'all, every film I've seen him in, I'm thinking of everything I have not been like, oh, that was a terrible performance. I understand why he's in getting roles. He does the role well. I remember people was complaining about Gladiator. I thought he played that role good. Was it the best? No. I will say this. I haven't seen a role he was in where he just steals the show. And oh my goodness. People said that about Last of Us. I haven't seen that show yet. I got to see it. I haven't watched that yet. But the stuff I've seen, he hasn't stole the show, but he's done well. What's the problem? Mr. Fantastic, I will admit I had doubts of Pedro Pascal being in that. But then I watched it. I'm like, he played a good Mr. Richards. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comment section. What is it about him being on film that people are annoyed? Because he's in it a lot? He's basically like an entrepreneur. He don't work. I mean, if he don't work, he don't eat. He's not one of them people to where his name is just giving him checks. No, he has to work. So as a working man myself, this YouTube that y'all see in here, this is, for fun and stuff like that. But like the work I actually do to pay my bills, if I don't do that, I don't eat. I don't have a place to live. I'm not able to do the luxuries I want to do. Same thing with him. That goes for everybody. So it's like, that's why I sit there. I'm like, good. Personally, I'm just like happy for him. Good for him. He's able to, not only pay his bills, but I'm pretty sure he's living very comfortably because he is in a lot of stuff. And I know them checks get bigger the more he's in. He's in that, what was it? The beer commercial. I forgot what that was. And I know people like to talk about how he acts on. I'm different. I don't be sitting there looking at people outside of their, with their lives. I guess for me, and I told somebody this before, when you're focused on what you got going on, you're not sitting there thinking about what somebody else got going on, unless it affects what you got going on. That's just me. Every now and then I might catch something of somebody and I might be like, oh, interesting. Whether that means in a good or bad way, but I don't invest. Like I know people, they invest in a lot. They invest in Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, the Drake and Kendrick beef, all this other stuff. I might have my opinion every now and then, but some people be putting their lives like, it's like my life is too busy in a good way to be sitting there thinking about it. But to be real, name me a role where you don't think he was good in. Let that be in the comments now for you. If you're one of those people that complain seeing Pedro Pascal in a film, let me know in the comments right now, what role did he play where you was like, that was bad? Why was he chosen? Because regardless of what people say, I haven't yet found a role where I was like, nah. I do want to see Eddington, him and Joaquin Phoenix. I didn't see that yet. But yeah, he's Mr. Fantastic. He's in The Last of Us. He's a Materialist, Gladiator, the beer commercial. He's everywhere. Even movies that have not that big. I ain't mad at him. I ain't gonna front. If I was in his position, I would take those roles too. Because if you think about it, he's been in Hollywood since the 90s, and as far as I know, he could have been longer. And he has never gotten this kind of traction till now. So that's how I do it. I put myself in other people's shoes. If I've been waiting for 20 something years to finally get this traction in my craft, I'm going to take advantage of it too. That's the thing. People don't think like that. Like, I'll put it to you this way. I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while. I have yet to still be noticed, like get the growth that I want. And I've been waiting for a while. Once I get my moment, I'm going to enjoy it too. Like, people need to start, I guess, putting themselves in those shoes. Because if you look at the traction of Pedro Pascal, we didn't really know about him. You know, we might have seen his face, but not know him like we do now. And I feel that way with, what's his name? He's in The Boys, Breaking Bad. He was the villain in Far Cry 6. People were saying that about him for a while. Oh, he's in everything. Oh my goodness. But then you realize this brother was acting, I think, since the 80s. And he's finally getting the traction now. That's the thing. People don't know the story. They just look at what's happening right now. Oh, I'm so annoyed. And then this guy was probably, if you hear Pedro Pascal's story, he probably was like, bro, I've been working my butt off I've been waiting patiently to get in this moment. And people are hating me for enjoying my moment because it is going to dwindle away. He's not going to get as many roles like this in the future. When is that? I don't know. He's going to be still around, I believe, but it's going to be somebody else. And then it's going to be somebody else. Everybody gets their moment. I always believe that everybody gets their moment, you know. But I don't know. For me, as entertainment wise, he is a good actor. Is he an amazing actor? I wouldn't go there. I haven't seen that kind of performance yet. But if I was in Hollywood, I would hire him too. He does well. Even on movies, I'm like second guessing, like Gladiator and Fantastic Four. Then I see him, I'm like, oh, okay, that was good. So I'm interested to see what this video is about. It's a short one. It's like, why do people hate Pedro Pascal? It's by Lessons in Meme Culture. It's only 2.5 minutes. So let's see. I'll put the original video in the description below.
Pascal is having a moment. At any given time, it seems like he's Pedro Pascal is having a moment.
Yes.
At any given time, it seems like he's starring in a myriad of TV shows and movies, and considering he's 50 years old, that's pretty commendable.
I forgot. Mandalorian. I totally forgot about that. Mandalorian.
Pedro Pascal is having a moment.
Yeah, let him enjoy it.
It seems like he's starring in a myriad of TV shows and movies, and considering he's 50 years old, that's pretty commendable. This, on top of the fact that he's well known for being a nice dude, extremely attractive, and has produced a squeaky clean public image, means that he's 100% in the public spotlight at what seems like all times. However, it would also seem that some people are sick of seeing him so often, and there's definitely rumblings of the question, why am I seeing this guy all the time? This is fairly standard for oversaturation of a certain actor, however, it would appear that the hate goes further than that. Given Pedro is consistently physically affectionate with his co-stars, some audiences have decided that he's secretly having an affair with all of the women. The latest film...
Isn't she rubbing up on him? No, I'm not trying to attack her, but I'm saying he ain't touching her at all. She's all up in here. It's like, wait, I see him getting touched.
This guy
Those are not two good examples right there. She ran to him.
For oversaturation of a certain actor, however, it would appear that the hate goes further than that. Given Pedro is consistently physically affectionate with his co-stars, some audiences have decided that he's secretly having an affair with all of the women.
Twice somebody went to him. She got the nose, like she got her nose all up in his, like maybe she's attracted to him. I mean, you can't get mad at that. So what, he getting the lady? So what? You mad about it? Oh my goodness! And they play Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic. So I know their chemistry is probably very good, and they're close to each other.
Consistently physically.
But man, it's like he's not putting a hit on anybody.
Have decided that he's secretly having an affair with all of the women. The latest film he starred in, Fantastic Four, has seen a press tour of him and co-star Vanessa Kirby doing the rounds, and the fact that the two of them have publicly held hands is drawing attention.
She's initiated.
Hence, there's been endless clips of the character James Stokes from Dexter looking suspicious, used as a reaction to Pedro touching people or being touched by others, as if to say that no one with such a good public record could truly be that good. That being said, he's also extremely touchy with his male co-stars, from kissing Willem Dafoe to cuddling Oscar Isaac, so it seems unlikely that he's genuinely having affairs with...
Okay, if he's gay, so what? Like, why do people care so much about someone outside of their roles? I don't, like I said, as long as you ain't doing nothing dirty, like legally I'm talking, I could care less. And most of these examples, they went to him. It's like, you saw the lady went to him. There was a one picture at the end, he's behind her, but it was like for a picture taken. And these guys, I mean, a little spat kiss. I've seen guys greet each other like that. I don't do that, but that's not my thing. I'm not putting my lips on another dude. But some people do, gay or not. Some are gay, some are not. And maybe he's gay. Maybe it goes both ways. I don't know. Like, the question I'll have is, what do you know about these two personally? A lot of people don't know anything about it personally. So people getting their feelings hurt off of stuff outside of the roles. And it's like they're trying to find something about this guy. And I don't know. Maybe he's dirty. I don't know. Why do we care so much? Why do we? That's my thing. I never understood the logic of why people are so, like, you see how they're looking. They're trying to. There's no way he's this nice. Why do you care? That's confusing to me.
Suspicious, used as a reaction to Pedro touching people or being touched by others, as if to say that no one with such a good public record could truly be that good. That being said, he's also extremely touchy with his male co-stars, from kissing Willem Dafoe to cuddling Oscar Isaac, so it seems unlikely that he's genuinely having affairs with all these people. Anecdotally speaking, I remember theatre kids from school and they were always typically the touchy-feely type, so perhaps he's simply very physically affectionate, which comes off as strange in a society where men are not known for being as such. It's different in the West compared to Eastern countries too, such as India, where men who are good friends typically walk around holding hands, or skinship in places like Korea. Then there's the fact that some are claiming Pedro Pascal has said that he holds hands and touches people to help with his anxiety, implying that his mental health is an excuse. However, he has not been on record saying that, although he has said that he found out engaging in his relationships with others helped him during the COVID pandemic, which seems to be the basis for this claim. In short, Pedro Pascal's rapid rise to fame has meant that the actor is under extreme levels of public scrutiny, so much so that it would appear many are looking for some dirt under the nails of the squeaky clean
That's
actor.
crazy. You know, that's always the thing when it comes to people who are at the top of their career. You see, like Drake, they reaching for something about him. They trying to reach because he's at the top. You see these basketball players, you see the soccer players, you see the football players, you see actors. Whenever they're at the top of their career, it's always people trying to reach for something. And that just looks like a sign of hating. It's like, bro, so he's doing great for himself, and now he must be doing something wrong. It's like, this is the same thing that, now I'm realizing this is the same kind of thing that happens. It happened when I was a kid. Michael Jordan, so they try to find something. Kobe, they try to find something. And then when, let's say if someone did do something wrong, people want to blow it up to make it bigger than it is, to try to crap on this person. Every time a comedian, actor, whatever, a person at I worked at Target for 9 years of my life, and there was somebody in the job who was doing very well for themselves. People was trying, not a lot of people, a few people was trying to tarnish that dude's name, and you found out it was only because they was jealous. This guy, he was one of them goody two-shoes guys. Like, he just did nothing wrong. He was a faithful man, but they always try to find something. It's like people hate seeing other ones at the top. This is the same kind of thing. You see it as a YouTuber. You see a lot of these other YouTubers who are good, who are doing well for themselves. People trying to reach to find something. There's something about Kai Cenat. There's something about Valkyrie. There's something about, who's another one? Asmongold. There's something about PewDiePie. There's always these reaches. It's like, just come out in Front Street and just say you're hating. That it's not you. Because I guarantee if it was you that was in that position, you would love the heck out of it and defend your honor, as they say. But because it's not you, let me throw some, let me dig up, let me find something. And my response to that is your life not good enough to just focus on what you got going on? Like, my goodness. It's like, and people always say, well, they're the public eye. That's true. But look how much effort you're putting in somebody else's life. If you put that effort into your life could be grand. I guess that's why I don't put so much attention on people's personal lives like that. If I like someone's content, I'm going to watch it. If I don't, I just move on to the next one. I don't spend my time hating on someone. I don't spend my time hating on Drake or Kendrick or stuff like that. I could care less what them dudes are doing personally. They always, I could care less. If I like your music, I'm gonna listen to it. If I don't like your music, I'm not gonna listen to it. It's just as simple as that, you know. And praise God, man, my focus is different because my life is great, and I couldn't see myself. Oh my God, I couldn't see myself investing my time trying to find something because you see him in everything. Maybe these actors need to step it up. I don't know. Or it's just his time. He's 50-something years old. It's his moment. And these examples about touching, I've seen mostly people going to him. But that's, anyway, this video's almost done.
Feely with his male and female co-stars has many confused in a society where this is not the norm. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next?
Hey, you know what's funny?
And the fact that
you see this?
Rapid rise to fame
he's in 3 of these films that's in the theater, right?
Of public scrutiny.
Wait, let's get to
so
it.
much so that it would appear many are looking for some dirt. He is touchy-feely with his male
wait,
and female co-stars.
3. I guarantee you, these haters that are hating on that, if that was them on the screen, if it was whatever the hater is, if that was them that was on all 3 posters, they would love it. They would be on social media. I made it and this, but because it's not them. That's what most of this is coming, because people who are not hating, they are not giving that much attention. As long as you do the job right, I could care less. You a good actor. Good for you. You know, oh, I'm having him as Mr. Fantastic. I don't know, but let's see. Oh, okay, he was good, or he was not good. And even if you don't think he was good for Mr. Fantastic, a person that's not hating, they just moving on. Oh, I don't think he was good for Mr. Fantastic. All right, anyway, so back to my life. But no, people be investing too much, and I know for a fact a hater would, if they was in his position, they would eat it up. They'd be like, yeah, hate me all you want. What they say, I'm laughing to the bank. I'm laughing to the bank. That's what they would be doing, and we know that. Haters who are hating on, y'all know that. A lot of y'all would. I ain't gonna say everyone, but a lot of y'all would. If y'all was in that position, and the red carpets, getting all this attention, getting the lady attention, male attention, whatever attention that you like, and getting the checks, and all this screen time, and commercials and TV shows, y'all would eat that up. Anyway, this feels almost done.
There's many confused in a society where this is not the norm.
A man working and y'all hating on it.
Would you guys like me to give a lesson in next? Let me know in the comments below.
And remember, like and subscribe.
And remember, leave him alone. Goodness gracious. Yeah, the first comment. They hate him because they ain't him. Exactly. The lesson of the lesson of this is that some people thrive on negativity. Thank you. Yeah, here we go. Pedro Pascal. This is a good one here. I consent. His co-stars. I consent to. The losers or the haters is I don't. What? Those people that he was hugging and touching on. You know they hugged and touched him back. So they're cool with it. In this era where people will call you out in an instant, nobody's called them out that's been hugged and touched. Only the people that's called them out are people watching on the sideline. Oh, that's there we go. Not one, that lady, she was touching him more. She was all up in the neck. It was like, she was all up in there. And she's a good looking woman. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with that? The greeting kiss, the congratulations, whatever the kiss that was with William Dafoe reached out to him too. It goes, why is William Dafoe not getting his backlash? Please don't give him that backlash, but why isn't he? Isaac, what was the other guy? Isaac, whatever the other guy, Moon Knight, was hugging him too. Why is he not? You're making it seem like these people are like, get off of me, and he's still going on to them. Haven't seen that once. I would be annoyed about seeing the same actor in every film if they were playing the same character every time. But Pedro doesn't do, yeah, exactly. None of his characters feel copied. Exactly. When I see The Equalizer, and then I go see The Mandalorian, 2 different characters. And then I go see The Gladiator, 3 different characters. And then I go see Mr. Fantastic, 4 different characters. Like, he's really good at that. Shout out to him. I would hire him too. Exactly, bro. Man, I feel bad for Pedro. People really look for any reason to hate another person. It's because they're doing well. And I said it already and I'll say it again. It's only because they're not in that spot. Like, me, for example, I know I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while. There's been some people who's done it much shorter than I have and has gone to bigger heights than I have. I'm not sitting here hating on them. Good for them. My time hasn't come yet. Theirs came sooner than mine. I don't be sitting here, man, such and such is this and this. It's like, people really, y'all, I guess I don't have a jealous bone in my body, but my goodness, it's like, praise God for no jealousy in my heart. Because like I said, when you're focused on doing stuff, handling your business in life, you don't have time to be invested like that. You're happy for the person, you move on. You know, it's like to hate on somebody because they got work. That's crazy. So now we're reaching to red carpet touching. And most of them was people touching him. Crazy. Then he even said it. It was stuff that he didn't even say about the whole touching mental health thing. People was assuming because of a comment he said. Y'all something else. And I will keep defending him. It's not just about Pedro. It's anybody that's in this position. I would defend that. Whoever that is, I would defend them. Because they're doing nothing but their job. No different than a person at McDonald's does his job. No different than a construction worker doing his job. No different than a nurse doing her job. Whatever the case, they're doing their job. Imagine getting hate for doing your job. That's crazy. I don't think there's some corporate move. You know, I don't believe some corporate move. If he wasn't good at his job, trust me. Now, if he was terrible at his job, just garbage, and then he can't act, and he's still getting put in roles, I can understand people be like, what is going on here? Now, I wouldn't be hating, but I would be like, why does he keep getting roles? Okay, hey, do your thing. I would just move on. I just wouldn't watch it. But people are still watching and imagine being on, just watching somebody's life at red car. Oh, he just touched someone. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is that? Oh, that he's making them uncomfortable. Look at that. Like, that's what y'all be doing with y'all life? I don't know. I'm a different corner, bro. I don't know these people like that to be invested. Anyway, let me know what you think. Shout out to Pedro Pascal. You know, when his season is done, it'll be somebody else. And whoever that other person is, shout out to them. Got to be happy for people, bro. Just because it hasn't happened to you yet, you got to be happy for you. You got to be happy for them. Because your moment could come, and do you want to be sitting here getting hated all the time? No. No matter how many times you be like, well, I'm laughing to the bank. You still going to be like, okay, this is annoying. So what you reap. Anyway, see ya.